नमस्सुन्दरनाथाय तस्मै हालास्यवासिने चतुष्षष्टिविधालीला येनाकारि भुवस्तले श्रीमत्सुन्दरनाथस्य देवीं शफरलोचनां कलये हृदये नित्यं कदम्बवनवासिनीं पूतं स्वतः पूतकरं ततो यद्गाङ्गं पयः शङ्करमौलिसङ्कात् तत्पातु मातः प्रणयापराधपादाहतेः पूततमं ततो नः. We finished with the 57th shloka. So in this, actually from this shloka, he starts to explain how Parameshwaraha Bhakta Sulabhaha Asti iti Bhakteshu Saha Bhedam na Pashyati iti Chaturbihi Shlokaihi Darshayati Atra. Prathamam Geetam. So in the shloka before this, we actually saw how Abhishekam and Archana are being done for the Lingam, Kadamba Vananatha. And in this, we find Geeta Samarpana. So Geetam, Nrityam, these are all part of the Nitya Puja Vidhi for Parameshwara in temples. If you find in temples, just as how you do everything, there can also be Nityam, Geetam, Vadyam, Ityadikam tu. It is a must for this sort of a Samarpanam is necessary for the Bhagavan, and it is given in all your in the Agama Shastras. So here, because the Lingam is present in the forest, you find that the forest animals, whatever they are doing, is also bringing joy to the to Parameshwara here. So Kujatsu Vanyeshu Vihangameshu Gayatsu cha Akhandalagayaneshu Pritim Dadhe Tulyavadeva Devaha Kastad Drisha Teshu Bhaved Visheshaha. Tad Drisha, in his perception, Teshu, among those people, among whether it is Divya Purushaha Athava Vanya Janaha, Tatra Bhagavataha Bhedaha Kopi Nasti, Bhagavataha Drishtyam tu, there is no difference in his perception. He takes similar pleasure, Pritim Dadhe. He takes similar pleasure, whether it is Vanyeshu Vihangameshu Kujatsu, when wild birds are cooing, are making a sound. He thinks it is a form of Gana Samarpanam for the Lord who is in the forest. Gayatsucha Akandala Gayaneshu. Even when Indra's singers are singing, he takes the same kind of pleasure. It doesn't matter to him. Following in the same method, after Geetam, now you have Natyam and Vadyam. Vinodyate yahkila yogi vrindaihi vidyadharaihi apsarasam ganaischa vyadhaihi mrigaihi pakshibihi api aramsta sa deva devaha chiram atra linge. Chiram atra linge sa devaha. Linga swarupe saha devaha. Chiram aramsta. Aramsta, he was being served by, or he was very happy. He became very happy. He took pleasure with all of these things. So, yaha ishaha yogi vrindaihi vidyadharaihi apsarasam ganaihi cha vinodyate. Vinodyate, one who is being entertained. Vinodaha is entertainment. Nud dhatu with the V upasarga vinodayati. Vinodyate is being entertained. Atra Karmani Prayogam. So, yaha devaha yogi vrindaihi, yoginam vrindaihi samuhaihi. Those who are all in their samadhi, that type of yogis, by those yogis, this Ishvara is being entertained. In the sense, they are all thinking of this Bhagavan in their mind, and they are doing Archana, in whatever manner they want, they will meditate upon the Lord. Some may just meditate upon him as a means to understand the Lord in their mind and for concentration. Some people, like in Tamil Nayanmargal, we have one Nayanmar called Visalakshi. He built an entire temple. Every day his work was to build a temple, brick by brick. He built a temple for Bhagavan. This is his own way of offering his service to the Lord. So yogi vrindaihi yaha vinodyate, one who is being worshipped by or entertained by yogis, Shravana Kirtanadibihi. There are 9 types of bhaktis which they use to serve the Lord. Okay, so yogi vrindaihi, he is being entertained by groups of ascetics. Vidyadharaihi, Vidyadharas are those divine beings who play vadya, or they come and sing in front of the Lord. The next set is Apsarasam Ganaihi. Apsarasaha, the divine damsels, right? Apsaras 3. They all dance in front of the Lord. So whether it is the Devas, Vidyadhara, Apsara, and Yogibihi, Yaha Parameshwaraha Vinodyate, Shravana Kirtanadibihi Sevyate Saha, Sadevaha, Atra Lingetu, Sayeva Devaha. The same Lord who is worshipped by divine souls like yogis and Vidyadharas and Apsaras 3. Now, what happens when he comes to the forest? He is being entertained by Vyadhaihi, Mrigaihi, Pakshivihi cha. Vyadhaha is a hunter. So, hunters, they make a kolahalam there, and Parameshwara derives pleasure even in looking at that, the noise and the hangama that is created by the hunters here, right? So Vyadhaihi, Kirataihi, Mrigaihi, Pashubihi, these animals which roam around, and roaming around animals can include even some birds, right? So, or you can say just the animals which just roam around, and that roaming around is like a natyam for him, like the Apsaras 3. Pakshibihi, Pakshis are singing or they are making sounds like Vidyadharas 3. Vidyadhara. So Tesham Kujanaihi Saha Vinodyate Ishaha Aramsta. Aramsta is actually Ramate, one who derives pleasure from hunters, animals, and birds equally. So Aramsta, Ramadhatoho, Ramate iti, Tatra Aramsta is actually Lung Lakara. Okay. So Yaha Devaha Yogibihi Yogi Vrindaihi Vidyadharaihi Apsarasam Ganaischa Vinodyate Sayeva Devaha Atra Lingarupena Ityukte Kadambavane. In the forest of Kadamba, he is present. The Sadeva Devaha, the Lord of all the Lords, Devanam Devaha Saha Eva. Atra, in this linga form, he is delighted by, or he derives pleasure from the hunters, animals, and birds equally. So there is no bhedam that he sees. The word Apsaras is actually Apsu Nirmathanat Tasmat Agataha Striyaha. So when the Samudra Mathanam happened, they came from the waters. So Adbhyaha Saranti iti Apsarasaha. Because they came from the waters of the milk ocean when it was being churned, they are called Apsaragana. Vinodyate Yahkila Yogi Vrindaihi Vidyadharaihi Apsarasam Ganaischa Vyadhair Mrigaif Pakshibir Apyaramsta Sadeva Devaha Chiram Bahukalam Atra Linge Antarhita Avasthitam Atra Linge Tam Araradhuhu Taravaha Prasunaihi Shringagra Kanduyanatah Kurangaha Nirmokapatta Arpanataha Bhujangaha. Now, after Gita Vadyadi Samarpana Nantaram, you have to do Vastram, Abhishekam, all these things are there. Pushparchana, and then you have to first wipe and then put on a Vastram for Bhagavan, and then Pushparchana has to happen. No, Pushparchana, though, it happens every time, whether Abhishekam is happening or not, Pushpa Archana happens, or you can take this as Madhu that falls from the Pushpam. Atra Linge, Asmin Linge, Sundara Linge, Kadamba Vane, Atra Linge, in the Linga, Antarhita Avasthitam Tam Isham. So Ishvara is in the form of this lingam. Ishvara resides hidden in the lingam. Antarhita avasthitam tam Ishvaram tarabaha prasunaihi araradhuhu. So araradhuhu should connect with all of those. So atra linge antarhita is hidden, gudham. Avasthitam sthitam asti. Saha gudha-rupena vidyate. Tam Shivam taravaha vrikshaha, trees, they offer flowers. Okay, they make him happy. Aradhanam kurvanti. They do aradhana for Bhagavan with flowers. So vrikshaha taravaha prasunaihi, with flowers, araradhuhu, they worshipped him. They did aradhana for him. Next is this in the man, kurangaha, deer. You know what they do? Old deers, they have this itch that comes up for them, and so they'll have to go and rub against some tree or some stone, something that is there which is not moving at all. So that is called kanduyanam. Kanduyanam is rubbing against something to relieve an itch. Kandu is an itch. Kanduyanam is actually to scratch yourself. So Shringagra Kanduyanataha Kurangaha. After you do Abhishekam for him, you will have to take a cloth and wipe the lingam, and then only you will have to do Vastra Dharana. So as a method of wiping, this the deer which are there, Shringa Kandu Apanayanartham Garshanti. So, or you can take it as after Pushparchana, you can do Chandana Arpanam. Just as how they do Chandana Lepanam, these are also doing it. Or it is like wiping off the anything that is on the lingam after Abhishekam and then putting on the Vastram. Now, wiping off is what these deer are doing. Kurangaha, Mrigaha, deer. Shringa Agra Kanduyanataha, Shringam Vishanam. By rubbing with the tops of their antlers, their horns which are there for these deer, Tesham Kanduyanataha, Garshanat, by rubbing with the tops, Agram, of their Shringa antlers. Next is Vastra Dharana. Vastra Dharanam is done by serpents, snakes. Snakes are offering vastram and they are doing aradhana by offering their own vastram. Here, Bhujangaha Nirmoka Patta Arpanataha. Arpanataha by offering Nirmoka Patta. Nirmoka is there is the skin that comes out of a snake. Usually snake has this habit of shedding their skin. That skin is called a slough. It is not their real skin, but it is that dried skin which comes out. Even for us, it starts peeling, right? The same way, but for snakes, it is a regular affair for them that they remove their skin and go, because they grow a new skin. So they remove their old skin as this new skin comes out. That old skin is called nirmokak or slough. There is another word, nirlvayani. Ahi is snake. Nirlvayani is also another paryayavachi for nirmoka. Nirmoka is something that is muchyate, that which is being left out from the snake. So sarpatvak eva pattaha vastram. So nirmoka patta arpanataha, by offering their own skin as a cloth, snakes, Bhujangaha, Sarpaha, Araradhuhu, Tam Devam Asevanta. So they are serving this Lord. Even what is this? Trees, deer, and snakes are doing Aradhana to this God by offering whatever they have in the form of Abhishekam or wiping out the Abhishekam and then Vastra. So Antarhitavasthitam Atra linge tam araradhuhu taravaha prasunaihi shringagra kanduyanataha kurangaha nirmoka patta arpanataha bhujangaha. Next one is doing Nirajana Vidhi. After Vastra Dharanam, Pushpa Archana and everything, the next is Nirajana Vidhi. This Nitya Puja Vidhi is being done for him. Sandhyasu Ganair Adrishyaihi Aratrikam Sadhitam Asputam Yate Chakre Jarad Jambuka Vaktra Lagnaihi Jwaladbhireta Jwalanaihi Prakasham. Sandhyasu and at every dawn and dusk, Prati Sandhya. So Prata Sandhyayam Athava Sayam Sandhyayam Ubhe Same, at both times Ganaihi, Adrishyaihi Ganaihi. A lot of these Siddha Purusha, they come and offer Archana for Nirajana Vidhi for Bhagavan. So, Bhutaganas, right? So, Bhagavad Archavatarasya Nitya Upacharam Kurvanti, Nityopacharana Kurvanti, Tatra Nirajanamapi Asti. So, Prataha Sayam cha Sandhya Samaye Siddhaihi Gandharvaihi Athava Bhutaganaihi Anyaihi Yogibihi Api Ye Adrishyaihi. So, those who are all not seen by others, they are completely hidden. The normal people or common people cannot see these people who are all great Siddha Purusha who come there and offer their Nirajana Vidhi, offer this Arati. They do this Arati for them, for Bhagavan here. So, Adrishyaihi Ganaihi, by those who are invisible or unseen, they are waving this lamp. They are doing Arati, Aratrikam. Aratrikam sandhyasu yet asputam sadhitam. No, they are also unseen. So the Arati, Nirajanam that they do is also unseen. So asputam, it is not clearly seen by everybody. But how do we know that this is done? So now this same thing is done by Vanyamrigaha. Now one is Divya Purushaha, who are not seen by anybody, and they taihi asputam sadhitam kritam vihitam. So they do this arati, they perform this during every dusk and dawn, invisibly by these people who are unseen. They are also doing it in an invisible manner. Now the same thing, etat eva, etat prakasham chakre. This is being done in a visible manner, prakasham chakre, by the fires, jwalanaihi, which is jwaladbihi, which is shining, and which is present in the mouth, vaktra lagnam, which is present in the mouths of old Jambuka, old foxes. And this is a very strange expression that Nilakanta Dikshita has used. I am unable to find any references for this particular usage or this particular scene, but very few people have told me, one or two people who have lived in the villages have told me that in the Grama Prante, in the edges of the villages, usually during night or evening time, there are these foxes which are just waiting to grab the Kullikatembo, firebrand. They take those firebrand and run away into the forest or into the fields, right? So this is something which not many people know about it, or not many people have heard about it. This is something like a rumor, some katha that is present in the Grama Pradesha. Probably it was Nilakanta Dikshita knew about it, and it was very common in Tirunelveli district. I'm not sure. But it could also mean something like when these Jambuka, the jackals are all howling, there is some fire that comes out of their mouth. So that fire seems to be like an arati or Nirajana Vidhi for this Sundarlingam. I'm unable to find a reference for this, so I'm still searching for it. But this Jambuka Mukha Lagna Jwalanam, the fire that is present in the mouth of a jackal, is like an Aratrika Vidhi. Here there is Atishayokti here, because it is Asambandhepi Sambandaha. Even though the fire in the mouth of a jackal cannot be like a Nirajana Vidhi for this thing, yet you are saying that Etadeva Aratrikam Jambuka Vaktra Lagnaihi Agnibihi Kriyate. Iti Uktatvat. It's an Atishayokti Alankara here. But what we know is Deeparchanam, the Deepa Darshanam is not just mere Deepam, but you will have to wave it in front of the God. And that is mentioned in Agama Pustakas. Agama Pustaka, it says Deepaihi Pratinavaihi Arat Brahmyam. Arat, very closely. very, or in a distance also. Arat can mean Durat or it can mean Samipam also. So you can stand far away from the Lord, because if you're too close, it might be very hot for him. So you stand at a distance, at the same time, people should be able to see the Lord. So Arat, Brahmyam, it has to be swirled around. Tadeva Aratrikam Bhavet. So that is being shown by the Siddhaganas in a very invisible manner, because they arrive and they do their puja in their manner. The next is by the these people, by Shrigala, which is doing it in a prakasham, sputam manner. You have a doubt?
नमस्ते, अहं केवलं किञ्चित् वक्तुम् इच्छामि. तत्र नागानन्दे हर्षस्य अत्र एकः श्लोकः अस्ति. तत्रापि तत्र शृगालस्य मुखे अग्निः भवति इति तत्र.
Oh, that's a very nice clue. Thank you. I pashyami.
चञ्च चञ्चूत्थृतार्थच्युतपिशितलवग्राससंवृद्धगर्धैः गृध्रैरारब्धपक्षद्वितीयविद्युद्भिर्बद्धसान्द्रान्धकारे वक्रोद्वान्ताः पतन्त्यश्चिमिति शिखिशिखा श्रेणयोऽस्मिन् शिवानाम् अस्रस्त्रोतस्य जस्त्रस्तृतबहुलवसा वासविस्तरे स्मनन्ति.
शिवानां वक्त्रात्, right? That is the third line. Okay, I will look at that commentary also. Tatravi padrashtavyam. Okay, nice clue. Thank you. Okay, but this is this should be something which is common in the this thing, or maybe in the north it is common. I'm not sure. Sri Harshaha tu tatra Uttara Bharatiyaha eva. Hello, Harsha Maharaja who wrote this, right? Naganandam. So I'll take a look at it. Sandhyasu Ganair Adrishyaihi Aratrikam Sadhitam Asputam Yat Chakre Jarad Jambuka Vaktra Lagnaihi Jwaladbihi Etat Jwalanaihi Prakasham. Okay. Next one. Vanyadvipeshu Anyatamo Ganeshaha Vyadharbhakeshu Ekatamaha Kumaraha Sa Api Adishaktihi Shabarishu Kapi Bhutva Vijahruhu Savidhe Purarehe. Purarehe Savidhe, because Bhagavan is here, the entire family now has to move, right? If Ishwaraha api atraiva vasati iti chet, tesham tu tatra ka vasatihi. They also have to move here now. With the lock, stock and barrel, with their family, he has to come here and he has moved here. Now, how is each one of them living in this forest? Vanyadvipeshu Anyatamaha Ganeshaha Bhutva. So Ganeshaha Vanyadvipeshu Anyatamaha Bhutva Vijahara. So Harati is actually Harati iti Harane Grahane, one who removes or takes away. Kintu Viharaha Viharati means Kridati. Krida Sancharam Karoti. So Ganeshaha Ishwarasya Putraha Vinayakaha api Vanyadvipeshu, among the Dvipaha Dvabhyam Pibati iti Dvipaha. An elephant can drink with two things. One is the Shunda. Tasya Shundena api Saha Pibati, Mukhena api Saha Pibati. Iti Dvabhyam Pibati. So Dvipaha is an animal, elephant, which drinks with both ways, in two ways. Vanyadvipeshu, wild elephants. Among the wild elephants, Ganesha becomes one among the wild elephants. Anyatamaha Bhutva. Anyatamaha Ekaha Bhutva. Next is Kumara. So first, for anything, Pulyar will come first. Even in Utsaveshu yada vayam pashyamaha, tatra prathamam tu Ganeshaha agacchati, tadanantaram Kumaraswami, Adishakti. So all of these people also have to come. So first you have Vinayaka coming in. Vanyadvipeshu Anyatamaha Bhutva Ganeshaha Vijahara. Saha Tatra Sancharam Karoti Vane. He moves around, roams around in the forest. Next is Kumaraswami. Kumaraha Vyadha Arbhakeshu Ekatamaha Bhutva Saha Sancharati. So even Kumaraswami, Kartikeyaha Guhaha Vyadha Arbhakeshu, Vyadhanam Kiratanam Arbhakeshu Balakeshu, among the children of hunters. Kartikeya also roams around like a small boy among these children who are all roaming around in the forest. Next is Adishakti. Saapi Adishakti. Sa Shiva Patni. Sa Adishakti. And she is also the primordial power. Maya Shakti, Parvati Shakti sa Shabarishu Kapi Bhutva. Because Shakti is just one aspect there. She is the same in everybody. In Saundaryalahari, you have the shloka Giram Ahur Devim Druhina Grihinim Agamavido Haref Patnim Padmam Hara Sahacharim Adritanayam Turiya Kapitvam Duradhigamanasima Mahima Mahamaya Vishwam Brahmayasi Parabrahma Mahishi Adi Shakti Itukte Atra Sayeva Shakti Utta Giram Ahuhu Devim Druhina Grihinim Agamavido Druhina Grihini Brahmanaha Patni Sa Giram Devi Ityapi Uchyate. The Shakti that is said as Saraswati, she is the person, she has taken the form as Saraswati and she lives as the wife of Brahma. Haref Patnim, Padmam, she is Padma Lakshmi and the wife of Hari also. Haref Patni Padmam, Hara Sahacharim Adritanayam. Adritanaya Bhutva, Himotrajaputrim Putri Bhutva, Parvati Bhutva, Saeva. Harasya Patni Rupena api sancharati. Turiya Kapitvam, but we all know that you are someone beyond these three. Turiya Kapitvam, you are the fourth personality, which is the Shakti or Maya Shakti, Parabrahma Mahishi. You are the Patta Mahishi of Brahma Swarupa. So Vanyadvipeshu Anyata Sa api Adishaktihi Atratu Shabarishu Kapi Bhutva. She also becomes one of the hunter women, the ladies who are there in the forest. She also becomes a tribal woman and she roams around. Just as how she took on this form during Kirata Veshadhari Yada Parameshwaraha Arjunasya Anugraham Akarotat Tada api Parvati took on the form of a Shabari. She took on the form of a Kirati, a tribal woman, and then she roams around near Parameshwara. So Anyatama Bhutva, so Sa api Adishaktihi Shabarishu Kapi Bhutva. So you can't even identify her, that you can't point out and say this is Parvati. It can be anybody. See, this only points out that among women, children, animals, wherever it is, there could be a Bhagavat Sannidhyam there. And you'll have to look at it in that manner. Look at these people, look at everybody in that manner. I never get tired of saying this Subhashitam. I am Nija Parovetti Ganana Laghu Chetasam. If you keep saying that this is mine, that is yours, this is somebody different, that is somebody different. Iti Laghu Chetasam. Only narrow-minded people will keep thinking like that. Sarvatma Bhavena. Everybody has to look at everybody as having an Isha Sannidhyam there. A presence of Ishvara in them. Then that is only possible for people who have an Udara Charita. Udara Charitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbhakam. So the whole world becomes one family wherein, like this, right? Any animal could be a Ganesha, any elephant could be Ganesha, any small forest child can be a Kumaraswamy, or any lady, tribal woman could be Adishakti here. So Vanyadvipeshu Anyatamaha Bhutva Ganeshaha Vijahara. So Vijahruhu iti. When you take all three, then you have the plural Vijahruhu. Otherwise, for each one, you can take it as Vijahara. So Kumaraha Vyadharbakeshu Ekatamaha Bhutva. Sa Adishaktihi api Shabarishu Kapi Bhutva. Purarehe Savide. Purarehe Tripura Haraha. One who destroyed all three cities. Tripura Haraha. Tasya Samipe, Savidhe, Vijahruhu, they all entertained themselves or roamed around in the forest near this Parameshwara because he has to have his family beside him. Vanyat Viveshu Anyatamo Ganesho Vyadharbhakeshu Ekatamaha Kumaraha Sapyadishaktihi Shabarishu Kapi Bhutva Vijahruhu Savidhe Purarehe Itham Paribramyati Kala Chakre Pranashyati Prodyati Cha Prapanche. prodyatina. 1 minute. Just pause. Prodyati cha prapanche. Itham paribhramyati kalachakre pranashyati prodyati cha prapanche deveshu yogishvapi kepi shanair abudhyanta rahasyam etat. Some people knew about it before and they had come and worshipped the Lord. Yes, Bhuta Ganaha Prayaha. Shiva, those who are among even the Devas, you will find very few people who are so devoted to Shiva that they come here and do this. Now, Itham Paribhramyati Kalachakre, Kalachakram, when the time wheel keeps moving around like this, Prapanche cha Pranashyati Prodyati cha. There are so many Chaturyugas that keep coming about, Kalpas and Mahakalpas that come about. So, Evam, Itham, Evam Prakarena, Kalachakre, Kalaha eva Chakram, Samayaha. Samaye paribhramyati parivartamane sati, when that wheel of time went by in this manner and the world got destroyed and created and destroyed and punaha srishti abhut, pralayaha abhut, tadanantaram punah srishtihi abhut, evam prapanche tribhuvane pranashyati sati. Both are in Sati Saptami here. So pranashyati sati, when it is samhriyamane sati, leenam abhavat prapanchasya. Tada athava prodyati sati punaha srishtikale abhivyaktaha bhavati prapanchaha. So it becomes manifest again. So it becomes recreated and it goes and merges again. So the words are very clear. Udayam is not utpatti. Udayam is more like abhivyakti. There is just a manifestation of that world and it goes and merges with the Paramatma Swarupa. So pranashyati ityukte tatra Paramatma Swarupe lino jataha prapanchaha tadanantaram tataha prapancha swarupat Paramatma Swarupat abhivyakto bhavati vyaktaha bhavati. So abhivyajyamane sati prodyati sati, when it slowly manifests itself again. As this cycle kept on going, some people came to know about this secret that was there in Kadambavanam. Deveshu yogishu api ke api shanaihi kechana kepi ityukte adava deveshu ke api yogishu cha ke api. You can take it as yatha sankhya. Deveshu yogishwapi kepi. So deveshu ke api yogishwapi ke api viralaha kechana. Kechana, very few people, dvitraha eva, janaha, yoginaha, atava devaha, shanaihi, kalakramena, slowly they understood this secret. This etat rahasyam abudhyanta. They came to know about this secret. In the sense, lingasya vishaye. Atra kadambavanam asti, kadambavane tu parameshwaraha vartate, tasya lingam vartate, tatra linge parameshwarasya samnityam vartate, ishwaraha eva atra archavatarena lingarupena tatra avirabhut, tadanantaram tasya parivaropi tatra vartate iti. So much of secret is there, but that he is moving around in this forest in a very secret manner. There are people, Bhutaganas, who come and worship him every day. This story slowly started traveling to the Sarga Loka. So Deveshu, Yogishu, Kechana, Dvitraha, Shanaihi, slowly abudhyanta. They came to know about this secret. So Devaloka Prashasti. So how it went to the Devalokam and how Indra came down. So this is like a Purva Pitika for the first Leela. The first Leela, Indra comes down and he is going to, he has this Brahmahati dosham and he comes, right? So that is the first Leela. So leading up to the first Leela, you have to know how this news spread. That which is in the Pandya Desham, this news has spread to the Dhyulokam, Sargalokam. How does it happen? Itham paribhramyati kalachakre. Slowly people started knowing. Evamasti iti shrutam maya ityadikam. So karna paramparaya tatra katha jata. Itham paribhramyati kalachakre. Pranashyati prodyati cha prapanche. Deveshu yogishwapi kepi shanairabudhyanta rahasyam etat. Next. Pratyagdrisha praktana punya yogat aptopadeshaihi anumanataschа kramadyuloke bahali babhuva kadam vakantara katha prasangaha. These are all some very easy shlokas, so I'm just going through quickly. Pratyak drisha praktana punya yogat. Now katha tu shruta aduna, right? Shravanam tu if you remember or if you have heard the Rukmini's letter to Krishna, Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara shrinvatante rupam drisham drishimata akhilartha labham prathamam tu shravanam tadanantaram darshana lalasa bhavati. The more you hear about the katha, as I read this and as I prepare for it or as I teach, more and more I feel that you want to go and visit Madurai once. I have done it once in my life or twice, but then you feel this has increased it so much that you want to go and see. So prathamam tu shravanam, you will hear the punya katha initially, and then that darshana lalasa, the eagerness to see, will increase in your mind. So how did this katha first spread to everybody and then they wanted to see? So the following shloka is how they went in search of the lingam. Pratyak drisha prathamam. So when you hear something like this, you will have to have a personal experience. Pratyak drisha, pratyak cha drik, ya drik tat jnanam, drik ityukte jnanam. So pratyak jnanena adhyatma jnanena drishtya, so by their inner eye antarindriyena prathamam swargaloka vasinaha pratyakshikuruvan. They first understood that there is this presence of Ishvara in this lingam, and which is very unique. It is present in Bhuloka. Evam prathamam, they have to analyze in their mind, and then they have to realize it in their mind. Then they see it outside. So even if you realize it in your mind, you will want to go and see. Atma ramastu munayaha urukrame gayanti shrinvanti. Why do they, even if they are brahmajnani, they will want to saguna upasana, saguna rasikata bhavet tesham. So you will want to experience that saguna brahmam, and that is what they are trying to do here. So first they will realize it inside their mind using their yogaja pratyaksham. So pratyak drisha antara drishtya adhyatma drishtya prathamam. The story first started. Oh, I think I realize it. Some people might see it in their dhyanam and then realize that Parameshwarasya sanidhyam tatra vartate katham bhavane iti. Tadanantaram praktana punya yogat apta upadeshe, or you can take this praktana punya yogat in the beginning itself. Because of purva janma praktana purva janmasu bhavam punyam punya visheshaha tasya yogat sambandhat purvavarti shubha adrishtavashat. Yadi purva janmasu punyam na kritam tarhi evam katham akrita punyah prabhavati. Yeah, in the first shloka of Saundaryalahari, you have Shiva Shaktya Yuktaha Yadi Bhavati Shaktah Prabhavitum Nache Devam Devo Nakala Kushala Spanditum api Atastvam Aradhyam Harihara Virinchadi Biripi Pranantum Stotum Va. Pranantum Namaskaram Kartum Stotum Stotram Kartum Va. Katham Akrita Punyah Prabhavati. Punyam Yaha na Kritamaneva. He has never done punyam in his life at all. Then how can he even have this opportunity to do a namaskara to you, Shakti? Tatha atrapi. He gives that reason first. So I think that should come in the beginning in your Anvaya also. So praktana punya yogat prathamam praktana purva janmasu yat punyam kritam tasya vashat. What happens? Only then adhyatma drishtya they can understand this Lord. Kadamba kantara katha prasangaha. It can you can even understand this katha prasangaha, or even get the mahima lingasya mahimanam anubhavitum prathamam tatra purva janma punya visheshaha bhavitavyaha. And then pratyak drisha by the antarindriyena, by the inner eye or inward perception. Next is apta upadeshaihi. Apta upadesham is by the instructions of people who are apta. Aptaha tu yatartha vatta yaha satyameva vadati a trustworthy person, a credible person. So aptasya upadeshaihi uktibihi. Aptaha, probably he will say something like tallinga mahimanam varnayet varnana purassaram saha bhakvyaha kathaha vadati, and then you will understand only some of those people who are aptaha. Deveshu yogishu ke api ye, slowly those people who came to know about this rahasyam, they are aptaha, they come and tell other people. So you believe in somebody and that is a trustworthy person. So then he comes and tells you, in Kadambavanam, there is a lingam which is very powerful. Tadha lingasya mahimanam prati sarve aptanam mukhat ye jananti. So first, next is apta upadeshaihi. They understand this from a person who is trustworthy. Next is anumanataha. Now, after hearing, after having a pratyaksham, antarindriyena, and then hearing some incidents from trustworthy people, you also make an inference in the mind. Anumanataha. Anumanataha ityukte, you should have seen such an occurrence before, like vyapti jnanam. So, parvato vanniman dhumat is a usual sentence that we say for anumanam. The mountain is must have fire because I see a smoke there. Wherever you have seen smoke, you have also seen Agni existing in that place. Hence, you deduce, even though you are not able to see Agni there, you are still deducing that from this dhuma, there should be Agni in that place. This is your Anumana Prakriya. So, which means you have a Purva Anubhuta Jnanam. Purvam, initially, you have an experience of the coexistence of both smoke and fire. You have that knowledge in your mind. So, which means wherever such stories have come about, you have seen that Ishvara Sannidhyam Tatra Purvam Anubhutam Prayaha Vartate. Sarvatra Anyatra Sthaleshu. Maybe Kashi story came about first. And then, or somewhere in Andhra Pradesh or some other place, such stories would have come about and they would have gone and visited that Punya Sthalam, Kshetra Sthalam, and seen the Parameshwara's Mahima. So, Purva Anubhuta Sadrishameva Etadapi Vrittantam Vartate. This story is also very similar to what we have seen before. And hence, now also probably we have to go and start finding where this lingam is and get a darshanam of that lingam. So that is the sort of anumana that they'll be there in people. They will deduce that this is correct. You can take it as the same person has a pratyak drishti and then some people come and tell him. Sometimes, you will have a dream and then the next day morning someone will come and tell you, what, I went to this place and I saw this. That will be like a reinforcement of what you saw in your dream or what you daydreamed. It could be you make an anumana, inference, deduction based on what that person is also saying. It may seem coincidental, but it is a universe connection there. You realize that, this is why I had this dream, and this is why this person has also said this, and so I have to go and visit this place. Iti tatra anumanam bhavatyeva. Evam prayaha ekasyaiva janasya pratyaksha shabda anumanam. Iti, all three pramanas can happen in one person itself. Or each one can have a different pramanam to give them. Some people may not believe anybody. They will only believe if they have been able to feel it. So, pratyak drisha, ekasya. Ekasya prayaha, no, whatever I have seen may not be true. I believe this person. Whatever he says should be correct. So, apta upadeshaihi anyaha. Anyaha tu, I don't believe any of these things. I only believe upamanam. I see some radiance coming from that area in Pandya Desham. I have seen similar radiance coming from other places also where I have gone and visited and seen that it is a Punya Kshetram. That was a Pratyaksha Anubhutam for me. So I have a Vyapti Jnanam and hence I deduce that this place should also be a Punya Kshetram. So it could be an Anumana for certain people. So pratyekasya samskara visheshatu kathamapi voitum arhatyeva. So they try in this manner. So pratyak drisha apta upadeshaihi anumanataha. For all three, you need praktana punya yogat kramat, slowly, vyuloke, in Swargalokam, Kadamba Kantara Katha Prasangaha, the story, the context of Katha, the tales of Kadamba forest. Kadamba Kantara, Kantara Vanam. Kadamba Kantara Nipavanasya Katha Prasangaha, Prastavaha, Bahali Babhuva. Bahali, it gradually became abundant. It became a lot. Bahalam ityukte thick. Prachuram jatam. अथवा प्रसिद्धं जातं प्रत्यक्षादिभिः प्रमाणैः क्रमेण स्वर्गलोके सर्वप्रसिद्धा जाता एषा कथा. So everybody started to know about the tales of this Kadamba forest. प्रत्यग्दृशा प्राक्तन पुण्ययोगात् आप्तोपदेशैः अनुमानतश्च क्रमाद्युलोके बहली बभूव कदम्बकान्तार कथा प्रसंगः. दूरात् प्रणेमुः कतिचित् वनं तत् आरात् परे नीपतरून् अपश्यन् विचिक्युः एके तदनुप्रविश्य धन्याः परे तद्ददृशुः च लिङ्गम्. धन्याः परे तद्ददृशुश्च लिङ्गम्. Okay. Punya Visheshastu Uktaha Kalu. So what is the result of this Punya Vishesham now? Praktana Punya Yogasya Phalabhutam tu darshanam api. Shravanam abhute idanim darshanam. After hearing about it, you have that urge to see directly. Now, can everybody see? Na praktana punya yogaha keshanchideva vartate. Not for everybody they can do it. So what is the stage? Depending on the amount of punya they have done, punyasya taratamya vashat, some people can see only from Swargalokam. They don't have the bhagyam to go down and see. Durat katichit vanam pranemuhu. Vanam, tadvanam, kadamba vanam, durat eva. Either vanad bahihi eva pranemuhu namaschakruhu. They performed a namaskara. They did namaskaram to this vanam, the kadamba vanam, durat eva. Durat ityukte, like, in a temple, half the time we don't go. From the bus itself, we'll do this and all and do it, right? Gopara darshanam. So Gopara darshanavate, Sargalokateva, kevalam vanam dadrishu, drishtva pranamam akurvat. Durateva, from a long distance, either from outside the vanam or from Swargaloka, where it is like an aerial view, they have katichit. Some people, tadvanam, that forest, durat pranemuhu, they offered their salutations to the forest from a distance. Tad arat pare nipatarun pare, yet other people, apare janaha, nipatarun arat apashyan, they came to the edge of the forest. Sometimes we go with the mind to enter a temple. We want to visit that temple. We will go there. But as we are trying to enter, there will be a phone call, some emergency, something will happen. You will have to go back. You won't be able to visit the Lord. Praktana punya vashat. You will have to have that punya vasha to go and visit. Tad arat nipatarun. They only go nearby and see individual trees. So from the distance, they see the collective vanam. Samashti rupena vanameva dadrishuhu tadanantaram samipam agatya arat samipe kadamba tarun vrikshan apashyan. They saw each and every tree. That's all. They couldn't even go inside. Next, there are some people who, after Gopara Darshanam, you come to the entrance and see what is there inside. And then some people even go inside the temple. They also go for Pradakshanam. But they don't go into the Garbhagraham. Sometimes the curtains will be on and probably there will be alankaram going on and you wouldn't have enough time. You have to go to the office, so you'll leave. You won't be able to have the darshanam. Tatha anye. The next set of people, they have entered inside. Eke anupravishya tat vichikyuhu. Vichikyuhu, vichinoti. Vichinoti, the lit form of vichinvanti is vichikyuhu. Anveshayamasu. Anveshanam akurvan. There some people, eke ityukte, sreshtaha kechana kevalaha. Only some very great people who have done a lot of punyam, they anupravishya, having entered into the forest, vanam anupravishya, vichikyuhu, they searched here and there. Pradakshinam karoti, you stand in line and come to the Garbhagraham. Everybody until the person before you would have seen the Swami there. Moola Vigraham. You won't be able to see. Correct. And the Samayatla, sometimes, they will put that curtain and you will miss the darshanam. You will also be forced to go back. That is one set of people. Now, the most fortunate people, Dhanyaf Pare, Tat Dadrishuhu Lingam. Only Dhanyaha, Bhagyavantaha eva Pare. Kechana yesham bhagyam vidyate. Those who have that fortune and punya vishesha, only those people, very little people, tat lingam dadrishuhu, they went and they were able to see that lingam, Swayambhulingam. So durat deva, you see, even for devas and yogis, isha darshanartham punya phala paripakaha avashyakaha. Not only for humans, right? Even for divine people and yogis, probably it is very easy for them to come to the Naimisharanyam and always sit in front of Suta Maharishi and listen. But here in Skandapuranam Halasya Mahatmyam, where this all these 64 Leelas have been described, he says people come from Meru, from Meru mountain, and they come to southern India to sit and ask Suta Maharishi for this, the Mahima of Halasya. Durat pranemuhu katichit vanam tat arat pare nipatarun apashyan vichikyur eke tad anupravishya dhanyaf pare tad dadrushuscha lingam. Okay, I think I'll stop with this. And if you have any questions, you can raise your hand. I'll unmute. Solunga sir.
எனக்கு அந்த வானப்பிரசத்தினுடைய தாற்பயம் புரிகிறது.
என்ன போய் காட்டுல நம்ம தேடினாலும் பரபிரம்ம ஸ்வரூபத்தை பார்க்க முடியுங்கிறது தெரியாது.
வானப்பிரசத்துல போய் தேடினா அதுக்கப்புறம் அங்க அது எதுக்காக சாகரண சமயத்துல சங்கரான்னு சொல்லிட்டு போறதுக்காக.
சரி, இல்ல ரொம்ப ரைட். இட்ஸ் பெர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ்.
இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா பட்டது மனசுல எனக்கு.
சரி, இல்ல ரைட் தான், நல்லா இருக்கு தாட். Anybody else? Any questions? Leah? Okay, I think I'll... Namaste, Madhya.
Namaste, Bhagini. Vichikyo, Chipte Kim Dhatu, Vichikyo.
Chin Chayane. Chinoti. Collecting. Yeah.
Astu.
So, Vichinoti itukte searching for it. Anveshana karanam. Upasargena dhatvartaha anyatra niyate. So just like harati, vijahara patonlya, we saw that viharati itukte kridati. Viharati tatha atrapi. Okay, anything else? Okay. Namaste, Madhya.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes.
Anuttamam word irukku illaya? Anuttamam atyuttamam nu sonneenga illaya? Anuttamamna uttamam illadadhu artham varada?
Anuttamam enga vandhudu?
First shloka enno sonneenga madam. இல்லையே, அனுத்தமம் வேர்டே வரல. பட் எனிவே அனுத்தமம், இட்ஸ் நாட் உத்தம. யஸ்ய உத்தமம் ந வித்யதே இதி. யஸ்மாத் உத்தமஹ ந வித்யதே அனுத்தமஹ. So that which cannot be superseded by anything else. Na uttamaha anuttamaha illa, you will say yasya bahubrihi edukanum. Nanya bahubrihi. Yasya uttamaha na vidyate or yasmat uttamaha nasti. Saha. உத்தமம் இல்லாத நிலையை தான் குறிக்கிறது இல்லையா? அப்படி இல்ல, இத காட்டிலும் உத்தமமான ஒரு விஷயம் இல்லை என்பதால் இதுதான் வசத்தி. எந்த ஒரு வஸ்துவிற்கு அதிசயமாக ஒரு வஸ்து, அது புரியல.
உத்தமத்துக்கு விபரீத பதம் இல்லை இது இல்லையா? கரெக்ட், அப்படி எடுத்துக்கலாம். This is the highest one. இதுக்கு மேல உத்தமம் எதுவும் இல்ல. ஆமா. ஓகே, थैंक यू.
ஆனா அனுத்தமம் எங்க வந்திருக்குன்னு பாக்குறேன், காணோம். இட்ஸ் ஓகே. சரி, வேற என்ன? எனி அதர் क्वेश्चंस? Namaste. We'll meet next week. Thank you.